Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world. If you have not already subscribed, then please consider doing so, especially if you like the class. I hope you will. All right, we're going to get started in child's pose today. All you need is yourself and your mat. And that's about it. If you're used to practicing with blocks or a strap for certain stretches, you're more than welcome to use them, but that's at your own discretion. All right, let's get started. Child's pose with the knees wide apart and the big toes together. And we're just gonna rest the forehead down on the mat here and reach the fingertips forward. Let's take a moment to just release the day that just passed. So really grounding yourself here in the present. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. And again, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. And one more deep breath in. And let it go. Now breathing in and out of your nose, trying to create space in your body, just using the breath. Breathing in, filling up the lungs with air, expanding into your upper back, imagining you're expanding like a balloon. And then exhale, squeezing the navel in and pulling your hips back towards your heels. Now let's take 2 more breaths here, just reaching through the fingertips. On your next inhale, we're slowly lifting the hips off the heels, coming into tabletop. Let's stack the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And let's start to move in cat and cow. So on your inhale, dropping the belly, opening up the heart. Exhale, 1 vertebra at a time to round your spine. And inhale to open. And exhale to round. And if you feel like it feels really good to maybe pause in a space a little longer, feel free to do that. Feel free to also add any other movement that you feel your body needs, maybe a little side to side movement. You're always more than welcome to customize the practice to your needs. And let's take 2 more cycles of breath here. And slowly coming back to a neutral spine. Let's tuck the toes, lift the knees off the mat just a centimeter or 2. And then we're going to kick that right leg back. Hold. Maybe you can reach your left arm forward and hold for 5, 4, 3. Squeeze the core, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to floating table. And then let's see if we can kick that left leg back. Find your balance on the left hand. Maybe reach the right arm forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back to tabletop. Drop your knees on the floor. Inhale, the right arm reaches up, open up the chest. Exhale to thread the needle 3 times without dropping the right shoulder down on the ground. Inhale again to open up the heart. Exhale to thread. 1 more, breathe in. Exhale, thread. On your inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky and kick your right leg back, opening up into a modified side plank. Let's hold. Two more breaths here, reaching your right fingertips up to the sky. On your next exhale, let's drop the right foot. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Lift your left knee off the mat and then pivot into wild thing. And hold for 3. Squeeze the glutes here to lift the hips a little more. 2. And 1. Exhale, let's come into high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Breathe in, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, lower. And on your third one, let's reach the arms back and lift the legs and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Released. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Let's press up, tabletop. On your next inhale, the left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread the needle. Reach as far as you can to the right. Inhale to open, expand. Exhale, contract and reach. 1 more. And on your next inhale, modified side plank. Kick your left leg back and hold for 5. And last 2 breaths. On your next exhale, look down, drop your left foot. Left hand comes down on the mat. Pick up your right knee and pivot into wild thing. And next exhale, let's come into high plank. Inhale here, exhale, 3 push-ups, lower halfway. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Keep squeezing your elbows together. Exhale, lower. Now, upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send it back. On your next inhale, let's lift the right leg up high. Bend your right knee. Open up the right hip. Let's circle that right knee in one direction. And so drawing the biggest circles you possibly can. And then let's switch directions. And on your next inhale, come back to the open hip. Exhale, knee to nose. Come forward. Inhale, 3-legged dog. 2 more. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step your right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee down. Anjanasana, reach the arms up. Take this off, it's getting warm. And hold for 3. 2, reach up through the fingertips. And 1, exhale, let's bring the fingertips on the inside of the right foot. Lift your left knee, pivot into Prasarita. So both toes are slightly pigeon-toed. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Let's bend the left knee as much as you can. I know it's still early, so it doesn't have to go super deep. And then we're just going to switch. Inhale, completely straighten your left leg. Exhale, bend the right knee, Skandasana. Inhale, completely straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend the left. Inhale, completely straighten your left leg. Pivot into a lunge facing the top of the mat. Exhale, pyramid pose. Straighten your right leg. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, reach your arms back, airplane wings, and hold. Squeeze the navel in for 3, 2, and 1. Big step forward, high mountain. Reach the arms above your head. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hand, step back, high plank. Breathe in, breathe out, low plank or all the way down Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. The left leg rises, inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, open up the hip. Let's circle that left knee in one direction. And so trying to make it the biggest circles possible and switch. Really getting that full range of motion in the hip, and try to keep both of your arms straight. You're still pushing the chest down towards your left foot. Come back to the open hip, inhale. Exhale, square the hips knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Drop the right knee. Anjanasana, reach the arms above your head. Squeeze the glutes, grow tall for 3. And one more breath here. On your exhale, both hands come on the inside of your left foot. Pivot to come into Prasarita. So we're facing the left side of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And hold for 3. And bringing the weight to the front of your feet. 2. And 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Now once again, Prasarita. So bend your right knee, left leg is straight. This time, instead of completely straightening the right leg, let's try to stay as low as possible. Hands can stay on the mat for support, or you can keep them at your heart space. So keeping the knees nice and bent. Moving from side to side. And one more time to the back of the mat. And then coming into a lunge at the top of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, pyramid pose, maybe stepping your right foot closer and then straightening your left leg. Any adjustments you need to make, you can make them here. Breathe in, halfway lift, and then exhale to fold. On your next inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine, square your hips, pull the left hip back, right hip forward, and then let's reach the hands back and up, airplane wings, squeezing those triceps, hold. Hollow the lower belly for 3, 2, and 1. Big step forward, high mountain. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float back, your vinyasa. So you can always drop the knees down, take any variation that you're used to or that you like. Any jumping around or even skipping shavasana is completely okay. On your next inhale, let's lift the right leg up high. Make sure you have some space behind you. Let's walk the hands all the way back to the left foot so you're in standing splits. Inhale here. Now keeping your right leg straight. I'm going to move a little bit. Let's tap right toes to the right wrist or as close as possible. 5 times. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, tap for 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. Hold. Lift your right foot up as high as you can. Compress your thigh to your stomach for 3, 2, 1. Look ahead. Pistol squat. Bend your left knee. Maybe the arms reach up. Maybe the hands are at the fingertips. Maybe they're on the floor. One is not better than the other. From here, let's try to lift that left heel off the mat, so you might need your hands for support. And then once your left heel is lifted, you can drop your right knee. Inhale, push off your left leg, come into power lunge, reaching the arms alongside your ears. On your next exhale, airplane pose. Lifting that left leg, reaching the arms back and up. Make sure you're not opening this left hip. Both hips are squared. And slowly exhale, step back, warrior two. And then we're going to move between reverse warrior and side angle pose, except the arms will cross in front of the body. So when you reverse, left hand reaches towards the right knee. When you come into side angle, the right hand reaches towards the left foot. Let's go for 4. Exhale, side angle. 3, squeeze your obliques. Exhale, side angle. 2. And 1, straighten your right leg. Exhale, both arms come parallel to the ground. Reach through the right fingertips and then open up Trikonasana. Make sure you're not putting all your weight in this right hand, so you might even want to practice lifting the hand off your leg so that your upper body stays in the same position. Keep reaching through the crown of your head and expanding, trying to make your wingspan as big as possible. Keep rolling out your left hip, tucking the right hip under. 2 more breaths. And then looking down at the mat, let's bend the right knee, come into half moon pose. Fingertips can find the floor in front of you or a block or a table, whatever works, and hold. If you want to challenge your balance, you can always lift your right hand off the ground for 2. And 1, delicately step back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the ground, and then we're coming into wild thing. So 3-legged dog, right leg reaches up high, and then flip your dog open, wild thing. On your next exhale, high plank or 3-legged plank, and your vinyasa. And you can always skip it if it's getting a lot on the hands or on the wrists. You can always skip and come back to down dog. Even child's pose is fine. On your next inhale, left leg rises. Let's walk the hands all the way back to the right foot. Standing split. Inhale here. Exhale, make sure you have enough space behind you. Left toes tap the left wrist. Inhale, standing splits. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Lift your left leg up as high as you can for 3, 2, 1. Pistol squat, kick through and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your right heel, keep your balance, drop your left foot down. Press off your right leg, power lunge. On your next inhale, airplane pose, float. Right leg reaches back, point the toes, and reach your arms back and up. And delicately, let's step back. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. The right hand reaches towards the left knee. Exhale, side angle. Left hand reaches towards the right foot. For 4. 3, keep the obliques nice and tight. 2, and really reach through the fingertips. And 1, straighten your left leg. Exhale, both arms come parallel to the ground. Reach through the left fingertips. Trikonasana, open up. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Left fingertips reach down. You can always put your left hand on your left shin. And now looking down at the mat, bend your left knee. Let's come into half moon. You can always challenge your balance by lifting your left hand, maybe looking to the right or even up to the sky. Let's hold for 3, 2, And one, delicately step back, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down, and we're coming into wild thing. Kick your left leg back and up. Exhale, flip your dog. And on your next exhale, three-legged plank or high plank or directly downward facing dog. Come through your vinyasa and back to down dog. All right, we're gonna take a few bunny hops. So little hops, lifting the hips up nice and high, maybe coming through a handstand, maybe not, and then we're going to step or jump, landing the feet on the outsides of the hands. So let's hop about 3 times and then hop forward. So inhale, lift your heels, look in between your hands, bend your knees, hop for 2. And then let's hop the feet to the outsides of the hands. From here, we're going to come into an active squat, lifting those heels, reaching the arms up high, and hold for 5. 3, 2, 1. Release your fingertips down, turn your toes and heels out for a baby prasarita. You can always grab a bind here, or just use the floor and kind of push the floor away with your hands to fold deeper, whatever you prefer. One more breath. And on your next inhale, release, halfway lift. Heel toe the feet so they're about parallel to each other. And we're going to come into crow pose. So index fingers are parallel, and you can lift your knees either just above your elbows, maybe a little higher up. Maybe if you're struggling, you can always bring the knees to the outsides and squeeze in. All right, whenever you're ready, let's go. And we're just going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Try to keep lifting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Malasana. Drop your feet on the outsides of your hands and bring your hands to the heart space. Maybe roll out your wrists. You can tap yourself on the shoulder. You did very, very well. Good effort there. 2 more breaths here. Maybe rolling out your neck, whatever feels good. All right, let's slowly come to a seat, and then we're going to kick out into low boat. Arms reach up above the head. Let's try to tap the fingers to the feet for 5, 4, 3. Hands can always stay here as well. 2, and 1. Let's tuck, so bend the knees, reach towards your feet for 5, 4, 3, 2. It's better to go a little slower, and 1. Come down. Let's just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I can't do it. Whew. Abs at the moment, non-existent. All right, let's separate the feet nice and wide. Bring the knees together, and then you can just knock your knees side to side. And just taking a moment, observing your heartbeat, the heat in your body. I definitely feel the heat. I am sweaty. I don't know about you. All right, let's bring the knees into the chest. We're just going to rock back and forth. And then we're going to rock our way into down dog. So you can vinyasa there, or you can step back into down dog, whatever you choose. And just take a moment, maybe walking your dog out or staying still, finding a nice big stretch. And we're slowly going to drop the knees down on the ground. And then we're going to come into potentially headstand, but you don't have to go to headstand. So there's multiple steps. The right hand holds the left upper arm. Now, if you've never done handstand before, you can go against a wall. Disclaimer, please don't hurt yourself. Let's interlace all 10 fingers here, leaving the pinkies loose. And then we're going to bring the crown of the head down just in front of the hands. Make sure to push your shoulders away from your ears and push the elbows down into the mat so the arms are active. And then you're just going to lift your hips and walk your feet close to your elbows. And you can stay here, just building up that confidence, that core strength. Maybe you bend one knee, maybe the other. Hold here in a little ball. Good, and then let's bring those feet down on the mat. Maybe both legs come straight up. Good, and if that was okay, you can either stay up here or do that multiple times. Let's go for 4 more, pulling the hips back, lowering slowly for 4. 3. At your own pace. 2. That last one was hard. And 1. Let's hold headstand. And slowly, with control, come all the way back down and let's stay in child's pose. So the hands can come by your ankles, forehead on the mat, and just roll your forehead side to side, getting rid of any tension in the neck area. And in my classes, I never expect you to do absolutely everything. It's a guide, so if one day you don't feel like you want to go upside down, you do not have to go there. And I hope that I'm giving you enough steps so that you never feel pressured to go into the final shape, and there's always a step that you can do before. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And a good yoga practice is not at all defined by how many shapes you can get into and how your shapes look. It's about that awareness that you develop with yourself, the connection to your body. I think that's by far more important. All right, let's slowly make our way onto our seat. So you can just walk your knees towards your wrists and then roll onto the seat. Keeping your knees bent, let's slowly come all the way down to the ground. And we're going to bring the knees into the chest, maybe rock side to side, once again, just to relieve the lower back of some tension. And then let's lift both legs up towards the ceiling. Your hands can come just underneath your lower back for support. We're going to lower those legs, so it's kind of the same movement we might have done in headstand. And then inhale to lift. 2 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one. And this time, let's come all the way into shoulder stand. So squeezing your navel in, lifting the hips with the power of your core, bringing the feet behind your head. Squeeze your navel in, keep pressing your hips away from your face and hold.
And now your hands can come to your lower back, both legs together or one at a time, or not at all. We come into shoulder stand. And if you want to keep your hips on the floor, you can always drop your hips down and then just lift the legs in the air. Make sure here that you keep your attention entirely on yourself. So just looking straight up at your legs, not looking side to side. Slowly, let's bend the knees. Release the hands from your back, and then one vertebra at a time, slowly come all the way down. Let's bend the knees into the chest. Let's bring both knees over to the right. Left arm reaches out to the left. You can close your eyes. And just start to relax. Maybe feeling the energy coursing through your body. Looking out for any sensations that you might feel now and you didn't before, like tingling or buzzing or certain temperatures in the body. And you can slowly come back through center. And then both knees can fall over to the left. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. Give yourself a big, tight hug, thanking your body for everything it did today. Big squeeze like you would hug your very best friend. Hold your breath and squeeze as tightly as you can. And then exhale. Let it go. Come into your Shavasana. You can extend your arms out alongside your body. Make sure that your upper body's comfortable so your shoulder blades are not constricted in any way. The back of your neck is long. Let's take a deep breath in here. Hold the breath. And then any remaining tension, exhale, let it go. One more deep breath in. And release. And allowing your body to completely soften. Again, looking out for tingling or buzzing sensations in the fingertips and the arms, maybe the feet. And scanning your body, looking for any unnecessary tension, particularly in the muscles in your face, once again in the hands and toes maybe. And with each breath out that you take, allowing that tension to disappear. Allowing your body to melt, to relax a little more. For the next few moments, resisting any urge to move and enjoying this moment of pure presence where there's nothing else for you to do.
invite you to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you want. This is your practice. It is however you want it to be. I just want to thank you for being here again today. It means so much to me, and I hope that you enjoyed the class. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and feel free to leave a comment. I always appreciate any feedback you have for me. And I don't know if you heard that, but my fiance is sneezing really loudly. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Bye.